What's going on, people? It's your boy Kelechi back with another episode of the Ramblin' Mind Podcast. How are each and every single one of y'all doing today? I hope y'all are staying safe. I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. I hope y'all are doing all the things you know you ought to do during these times, my friends. So I just spent the last 3 to 4 hours cleaning my entire house. Everything from washing all the bathrooms, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the dining section, sweeping up all the rooms, cleaning the laundry room, all the things. I cleaned the entire house and it took me like 3 to 4 hours. Now I do this on a regular basis, but oh my gosh, it still shocks me how much time it takes to maintain this property, which is something that people don't talk about when it comes to buying a home. I've made a podcast about the mental task of home ownership. And there's also a physical task. Not task. There's also a physical task. And then there's also an emotional task. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. So as I was cleaning the laundry room, sweeping it out, I moved the washer and dryer to get under there to get all the dirt out. And as I was sweeping it up, my roommate, who was working from home at that time, walked by the room and looked in it and he was like, oh my gosh, that is a lot of dirt. And he was making that observation because he said, on the surface, the room looked clean. Where did all that dirt come from? And I was like, bruh, that's what I was thinking too. It looked good on the surface, but still, it just felt irky. Like I needed to move and sweep a little bit more than I usually do. And that got me thinking about us with our money. And I was thinking like, this is probably how we feel most of the time when it comes to our money. Because on the surface, things look good, right? We make a good income. We're able to spend how we choose generally. We can travel when we want. We can go to eat out. We can go get groceries. We can pay the minimum on our credit cards. We can pay our car loans. We can do all of these things. And generally, things on the surface look good. But yet, there is an angst. There is an uncomfortability. There is every once in a while when you want to do something, there is like, I can't really do that thing that I really want to do because the money situation just isn't the way that I want to do it, even though on the surface, it looks like I should be able to do it. It's like when I was walking in the house the other day that made me very adamant that I'm definitely cleaning this house up, was walking around with barefoot across the house and stepping on something and it going crunch under my foot and my foot just being like, ugh. And that's how most of us are with our money. It's like on any other day, if I had walked across the floor, I probably would have just like, it's not that bad. I'll be all right. I'll clean it up when I can clean it up. And that's how we are with our finances. We generally just kind of, well, I can avoid this and just make the minimum payment. I don't really have to pay off my student loans. I don't really have the money for that trip, but I got this credit card though, so I can still go on that trip. I mean, going out to eat is expensive. I really need to just eat at home, but I can go out with my friends once again. But it feels like on the surface, I can do these things, right? On the surface, it just looks good. Everything looks good, but yet, whenever we talk about our finances, whenever we have discussions with anyone about our finances, when we're really honest, we're like, this is uncomfortable. I don't know why, but it just feels uncomfortable. And dare I say, most of us need to get out the broom, get the Nigerian broom, start moving furniture, and get in there. A lot of us need to get out a piece of paper, get our credit card statements, our debit card statements, get the conscious spending plan from Ramit Sethi, and go through our finances. Figure out where exactly is my money going? Where is all the money that I get paid every single month? Where is it going? Now, is it hard? Hell yeah, it's hard. I just told you I spent 3 to 4 hours cleaning this entire house. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. It's hard. But you know what? You sure is worth it. When I walked on my way back downstairs, I looked everywhere. I was like, damn, this house clean. Now, of course, somebody else can come through the house and be like, you missed a spot. You missed another spot. It's like, I don't care. For me, when I was walking down the stairs, I was so proud of myself. I was so happy that I spent the time to actually clean up my entire house. And so as I walked down the stairs, I was like, yes. And for the next week or two, before I have to clean the house again, I'm going to walk down every day and be like, this house is so clean. I love it. Or when I go in the bathroom, I'm like, yeah, I want to get in my bathtub because it's clean. Or when my mom comes to see me, she's like, every time she's like, oh my God, I can't believe your house is always so clean. And I get proud. I feel a sense of pride in that. It feels good. But there was hard work that had to be done for me to be able to get that compliment. There was hard work that had to be done for me to actually enjoy sitting in this house. As somebody once told me, do the hard things and life will become easy. For a lot of us, the question is, are we willing to do the hard things when it comes to our personal finances? Are we willing to take the time to sit down and determine for ourselves, what are my primary goals? Where do I want to be putting my money in? What are the things I'm going to ignore so I can prioritize the things that are important to me? Where do my values lie? A lot of us need to take the time to do the hard work of reviewing our finances, of creating a spending plan, and then implementing that spending plan. So that one day you can look at your financial situation and be proud of what you have accomplished. And be proud of how you've gotten to where you are now versus where you were. But it takes you doing the hard work. But of course, you could also ignore all of that and you could keep things on the surface, where you get by, where you survive, where you can do some of the things that everybody does, but you always have this pressure on your head. You always have this angst when you think about your money. So you have a choice. You can either take the time to figure out your finances, or you can keep living life a smaller, as Ramit Sethi would say, a smarter life than you could. But the choice is in your hands. Which will you choose? Which road will you walk down? Will you do the hard things and make life that much sweeter and easier for you? Or will you just keep walking down the same path? Choice is yours. I hope y'all learned one, maybe two things out of this entire podcast. If you did, share this thing with one person that you love, one person that you hate, and one person you're just kind of like about. And by that time, you just share it with every single person that you know. While you're sharing it, also leave a review on the podcast on whatever platform you're listening to this on. But anyways, being your boy Kelechi, I'm going to catch y'all up on the next one. Remember, generosity is always greater than greed. God bless each and every single one of y'all. And your boy is out of here. Peace.